Top 10 mind-blowing wonders of the world you won't believe exist. Hey, curious minds, get ready to embark on a whirlwind journey through the unbelievable. Today, we're counting down the top 10 mind-blowing wonders of the world you won't believe exist. From breathtaking natural phenomena to humanity's boldest creations, this video promises to leave you amazed and maybe even itching to travel. So strap in and stay till the end, because we've saved the most jaw-dropping wonder for last. Let's dive in. Picture this: you're standing by a river that looks like a rainbow melted into the water. Welcome to Cano Cristales in Colombia, also known as the liquid rainbow. But what makes this river so dazzling? It's all thanks to Macarenia clavigera, a rare aquatic plant that creates a vibrant display of red, green, yellow, blue, and even purple from September through November. During this brief window, the river transforms into a kaleidoscope of colors. So perfect it almost looks photoshopped. Spoiler alert, it's not. Even better, the crystal clear water lets you see rocks and plants glimmering beneath. But don't just look from afar. This natural phenomenon is so pristine and untouched that it was once off limits to visitors. Now it's open, so pack your hiking boots and experience what can only be described as liquid magic. Ever wanted to experience something that makes you feel like you're floating through space? Deep within New Zealand's Waitomo caves, thousands of glowworms create an awe-inspiring experience like no other. As you coast through the dark cave on a silent boat, the ceiling comes alive with pinpoints of light, resembling a starry night sky. These aren't just random lights though. These are actual glowworms, bugs, creating the glow to lure their prey. A little creepy? Maybe. But also mind-blowingly majestic, right? It's like nature's very own cosmic concert hall. Pair the otherworldly blue-green glow with the mysterious silence of the caves, and you've got yourself a bucket list destination, straight out of a fairy tale. Imagine walking through a forest where the trees look like they're playing a giant game of Twister. That's exactly what you'll find in Poland's Crooked Forest, a one-of-a-kind collection of 400 pine trees with bizarrely curved trunks. What caused these trees to grow this way? Well, that's still a mystery. Some believe it's a result of human manipulation, possibly to make curved timber for boats or furniture. Others think it's a natural anomaly or a gravitational quirk that messed up their shape. Whatever the cause, it looks absolutely surreal, like Mother Nature herself decided to get weird and creative for a bit. Still unconvinced? Seeing these trees in person might make you a believer. I mean, really, where else will you find a forest that looks designed by Salvador Dali? Turkmenistan's Darvaza gas crater isn't your typical tourist selfie spot, unless you're into standing next to what locals lovingly call the door to hell. And no, that's not a hyperbole. This massive crater has been burning non-stop for over 50 years. Here's the backstory. In 1971, Soviet scientists accidentally drilled into an underground pocket of natural gas, causing a collapse. To prevent further gas leaks, they lit it on fire and expected it to burn out in a few days. Surprise! Decades later, the flame is still raging, making this apocalyptic sight look like it came straight out of a fantasy movie. The glowing flames at night are both eerie and hypnotic, kind of like staring directly into Earth's fiery soul. It's epic, it's terrifying, and it's a must-see for anyone who loves adventure. Also, maybe don't get too close. Who says you need land to build a thriving community? In Cambodia, residents of the Tonle Sap Lake have settled on water, creating a floating village that adapts to the changing cycles of the lake. From homes and markets to schools, everything's built on stilts or pontoons, making life on water look absolutely extraordinary. What makes this even more interesting is how the village literally moves with the seasons. During the rainy season, when the lake swells dramatically, the village rises with the water as if dancing in harmony with nature. It's a beautiful reminder of how humans can adapt to all challenges, even if that challenge includes not having solid ground underfoot. Think rustic gondolas meet vibrant floating markets and you'll get a pretty good idea of what life here is like. Let's take a walk, or better yet, a flight, in Zhangjiajie, China's dreamlike national park. Think towering sandstone pillars cloaked in lush greenery, poking through misty clouds. Sound familiar? It inspired the floating mountains in James Cameron's blockbuster Avatar. These pillars were formed millions of years ago by erosion, proving that nature is the greatest artist the world has ever known. One of the park's highlights includes a glass-bottomed bridge suspended between two cliffs, which, spoiler alert, is terrifying for anyone with a fear of heights. But hey, it's the perfect way to walk on air while soaking in panoramic views of a truly alien landscape. Pro tip, if you can't visit Pandora, this is the next best thing. Next up, we've got something that's part architectural marvel, part optical illusion, the Chandbauri Stepwell in Rajasthan, India. This massive ancient structure is essentially an inverted staircase that descends 13 stories deep into the earth with over 3,500 steps, perfectly symmetric and mathematically precise. You're probably wondering, why go through all this effort for a stepwell? Well, back in the day, over 1,000 years ago, this region desperately needed water to survive hot, arid conditions. Chandbauri wasn't just functional, it also became a spiritual and artistic centerpiece. Standing there today feels like staring into a time machine or a video game dungeon, but way cooler. Mount Roraima is so cinematic that it feels almost fictional. This flat-topped mountain sits at the junction of three countries in South America, its summit perpetually surrounded by misty clouds. What makes Roraima even more jaw-dropping is its ancient ecosystem. This tabletop mountain stands as one of Earth's oldest geological formations, essentially a time capsule from when dinosaurs roamed the planet. It's also rich in folklore, with local indigenous tribes believing it's the sacred home of gods and spirits. Want to feel like an adventurer exploring uncharted worlds? This is your dream destination. Just remember, getting to the top requires serious hiking skills. Antarctica, the coldest place on Earth, surprises us with one of the strangest phenomena, floodfalls. Yep, you read that right. A stream of blood-red liquid oozes out of the icy surface of the glacier. Before you freak out, it's not actual flood. This creepy phenomenon occurs when iron-rich water that's been trapped below the ice for millennia oxidizes as it meets the air, turning an eerie shade of red. Spooky? Absolutely. Fascinating? Even more so. Scientists study this glacial marvel to uncover secrets about ancient microbes and maybe, just maybe, life on other planets. Our final wonder defies physics and logic alike. The Hanging Monastery of China clings to the side of a vertical cliff, standing 246 feet above the ground. Built over 8,500 years ago, this temple is a masterpiece of ancient engineering, supported by wooden beams cleverly inserted into the rock face. Why build a monastery in such a precarious spot? Well, it represents the blending of three religions, Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism, and its daunting height symbolizes reaching for the heavens. Visiting this structure will leave you with two questions. How has it survived earthquakes and storms? And is it safe to climb up there? Spoiler alert, yes, it is. And yes, it's worth it. We couldn't stop at 10, right? Shout out to the glowing bioluminescent plankton lighting up the beaches of the Maldives, the mystical city of Machu Picchu in Peru, and Earth's natural light show, the stunning Aurora Borealis in Iceland. And there you have it, 10 wonders that will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about the world. From glowing caves to fiery pits, colorful rivers, and mountains in the clouds, these wonders prove that our planet is as mysterious as it is magical. So, tell us, which one blew your mind the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible journeys like this. Until next time, keep exploring. You never know what wonders await.